In the next few moments, what you're about to discover may be surprising, possibly unsettling, yet it could fundamentally alter how you relate to women. In our society, there are explicit rules we must obey. Break these, and you'll find yourself in a dismal place with poor food. These are the visible laws. However, there's another layer of less obvious rules. Not following these won't land you in jail, but could actually help you solve a major issue many men face. Communicating with women. These implicit rules are embedded throughout society because they were fashioned by societal norms. To really grasp this, we need to explore the two predominant communication styles: indirect and direct. Indirect communication, favored by many women and prevalent in society, involves conveying messages subtly without direct statements, used mainly to avoid seeming impolite. Although this can be useful in some contexts, it often leads to more harm than good, particularly for men. Reflect on a moment when you were rejected. A woman might have told you, "You're nice, but I'm not interested," instead of outright saying she wasn't physically attracted to you. She essentially rejected you without being direct. To navigate this effectively, we need to understand the roots of these communication methods. Traditionally, indirect communication is seen as a feminine trait and is usually women's go-to method. Conversely, direct communication, once the norm among men, has now been overshadowed by more indirect methods, causing complications in male interactions with women and others. Consider this. You're at a restaurant, and the server asks if you're ready to order. Many men might respond, "Could I get the chicken Alfredo, please?" and later wonder why the server didn't seem impressed. The delivery of your request matters just as much, if not more, than the content. Saying, "Can I have the chicken Alfredo?" might come off as if you're seeking permission. Now imagine if, instead, you confidently state, "I'll have the chicken Alfredo," indicating your choice firmly. This doesn't just apply to ordering food. It's about how you assert yourself in every interaction. Direct, assertive speech can trigger instinctive attractions because it displays confidence. Much like the character Thor in the Avengers, who communicates directly, particularly with women, showing that he values his words as significant. This direct approach isn't only more appealing when interacting with women, but also earns respect from other men. For instance, in a movie theater, if a woman mentions, "It's really cold here," she might be subtly asking for your jacket. Direct communication is strong, warrior-like, and the more directly a man communicates, the more attractive he generally appears to women, except those who prefer a more masculine style themselves. Women often use indirect communication to avoid conflict due to their evolutionary predisposition towards vulnerability, while flirting can occasionally benefit from indirectness. Predominantly, interactions should be straightforward and clear. Interestingly, many women prefer men who communicate directly, though they might expect indirect approaches. Direct communication signifies dominant traits crucial for demonstrating confidence and assertiveness. When speaking directly, not only to women, but also to men, maintain an optimistic tone. Assume that your listener will agree or comply with what you say. This positive assumption can influence the outcomes in your favor, much like stating, "I want you to go to the dance with me tonight," rather than posing it as a question. Direct invitations are more compelling than indirect ones, which might seem charming in fiction but are less effective in real life. Starting to speak directly involves using I statements and making more declarations than inquiries. This shows confidence and the willingness to stand by your beliefs, even if they might not be well received. Many men today opt for indirect communication because they believe it's more polite. However, the politesse approach can sometimes be the least appealing from a masculine perspective. Communication forms a large part of our daily interactions, so the sooner you begin to express yourself more directly, like a warrior, the sooner others will perceive you as one. If you've been communicating indirectly for a long time, adopting a direct style might feel strange initially, like riding a bike for the first time. Yet, embracing this discomfort is essential for growth. Watching a blockbuster movie, we see the end product, but not the repeated takes required to perfect it. Similarly, women don't focus on your past as a shy or insecure man. They're interested in who you are now and who you're becoming. Just as you'd find a woman attractive if she transformed herself physically, women will find you attractive for the confident, direct communicator you evolve into. What truly matters is your present self and your potential for growth.